Hello, good afternoon students. Am I audible and both visible to you? Just respond it quickly so that I would continue your class. Response through chat, through comment box. Response it to through comment box. Okay. So students, already I have in my previous class I have started with the second chapter named "We Are Not Afraid to Die If We Can All Be Together," written by Gordon Cook and Alan East. Okay, already I have started the chapter and I have completed up to page number 15 up to third paragraph I have completed. So let's recapitulate what I have done. So this is a story of a 37 years old businessman. He had a wife named Mary and he had two children. His daughter named Suzanne, who is 7 years old, and his son name is Jonathan, who is 6 years old. Both dream of a voyage around the world just like Captain James Cook. Okay, but what happened? They have started their journey from Plymouth, England, and they sailed down the west coast of Africa to Cape Town. And during that journey, the weather was very pleasant, the weather was very comfortable. They had a very peaceful journey. But when they headed towards the east and when they were sailing across the southern Indian Ocean, during that time they faced an impending disaster. Okay, the huge waves came to him and just trying to overturn the ship. Even the whole ship has been wrecked up, okay, due to the wave of the sea, huge wave of the sea. And in my last class we have completed up to this that his wife Mary was screaming, she was shouting because they were going to sink under the water, and even the decks were smashed, the decks were broken, and the whole ship was full of water, and all their belongings, clothes, crockeries, charts, tins and toys, they were just moving around the water. We have completed up to this in my last class, and today I will be continuing from page number 15 from 4th para, the line starting with "I half swam, half crawled into the children's cabin." So if you are having the book, just follow the book, okay? I half swam, half crawled into the children's cabin. So the deck was fully smashed and it was full of water, and the narrator sometimes swimming, sometimes he was crawling and entered into the children's cabin. "Are you all right?" I asked. So the narrator asked the children that whether they were perfect or not, or whether they were all right or not. "Yes," they answered from an upper bank. That means maybe the children were sleeping or sitting on the upper bank. During that time, when their father asked them, they replied that they were fine. "But my head hurts a bit," said Sue. Who is Sue? Sue is the daughter of this businessman who is the narrator of the story. She replied that her head hurts a bit, pointing to a big bump above her eyes, and Sue pointed that she had a swelling above her eyes on her head. Said Sue, pointing to a big bump above her eyes. "I had no time to worry about bump heads." But the narrator then and there replied that he did not want to pay any attention Why? Because now during that time it is a big concern for them to save all of them. Okay, their big concern is to save themselves. So he did not pay any heed to the swelling on Sue's head. After finding a hammer, screws and canvas, I struggled back on deck. So the narrator found a hammer, screw, canvas and he went back on deck with the starboard side bast open. Bast means swelled up. We were taking water with each wave that broke over us. So what happened? The starboard was letting so much water inside the deck. Why? Because the wave is coming and the water is just entering into the ship. If I could not make some repairs, we would surely sink. So the narrator said that if he would not fix the repair that had been already damaged by the huge waves, then they would surely going to sink in the water. Somehow I managed to stretch canvas and secure waterproof hatch covers. So what he had done, the narrator had managed to stretch the canvas. Canvas is a strong unbleached cloth and he secured the waterproof hatch covers with the gaping poles. Some water continued to stream below, but most of it was now being deflected over the side. So some water was streaming below, some of it was turned aside. More problems arose when our hand pumps started to block up with the debris floating around the cabins and the electric pump short-circuited. So many problems arise during that time and their hand pumps started to block. Why? Because there were rubbish floating around the cabins and their electric pump got short-circuited. The water level rose threateningly. Okay, so the water was rising its level. Even back on deck, I found that our two spare hand pumps had been wrenched overboard. So the narrator found the two hand pumps had been pulled suddenly overboard along with a forestay sail. What is the meaning of forestay? Forestay sail is a rope. Okay, forestay sail is a rope that supports the ship's body or sail, the jib, and even the dinghies, D-I-N-G-H-I-E-S, dinghies means small boat, and the main anchor. Okay, so that means from this line we could understand that the narrator found the two hand pumps had been pulled suddenly along with the rope, the jib, the dinghies and even the main anchor. Then I remembered we had another electric pump under the chart room floor. After that, the author, or you can say the narrator, reminded that he found electric pump under their chart room floor. I connected it to an out pipe. So the narrator connected this electric pump to an out pipe and was thankful to find that it worked, and it started working. The night dragged on with an endless, bitterly cold routine of pumping, steering, working the radio. So they were engaged in different types of work. So the whole night was about the endless routine of pumping the water, steering the wheel and working with the radio station. That means they were sending message to the radio station so that they could be saved. We were getting no replies to our mayday calls. What is the meaning of mayday calls? Mayday calls means word used to signal ship through the radio station so that they could get the rescue team over there. So they were not getting any signal from the radio parts, which was not surprising. So it was not at all surprising for them that they were not able to get the connection in the radio. Why? Because during that time they were at the remote corner of the world. Shu's head had swollen alarmingly. We have already seen that Shu had already informed to her father that her head hurts a bit. That means her head had swollen alarmingly. She had two enormous black eyes, and now she showed us a deep cut on her arm. So, though she had a swollen head, but after that she also informed to her father that she had a deep cut on her arm. When I asked why she had not made more of her injuries before this, so when the narrator asked her that why she had not informed about the injuries earlier, she replied, I did not want to worry you when you were trying to save us all. So, during that time she replied that she did not want to disturb others, because during that time, during that impending disaster, it is much more important to save themselves. That is why she had not informed about her cut mark on her arms. By morning on January 3rd, the pumps had the water level sufficiently under control for us to take 2 hours rest in rotation. So, they had done enough work to save themselves. They were fighting with the huge waves, that impending disaster. So, on January 3rd by morning, the pumps they have started to work, and they are controlling the water level, okay, and for them to take 2 hours rest in rotations. So, the pumps are working and it had controlled the water level, and this person, those who were in the ship, they were at least taking 2 hours rest in rotation. Why? Because they were working hardly to save themselves. They have not eaten anything, and even they have not taken any rest. So, the pumps had helped them to control the water in the sea, and even they could take 2 hours rest in rotation. But we still had a tremendous leak. But after that, they found there was a leak somewhere below the water line of the ship, and on checking, when they were started to check it, I found that nearly all the boats, main reef frames. What is the meaning of reef frames? Reef frame means the main structure of the boat. So, when they found that nearly during the main structure of the boat were smashed down, that means the main structure, the reef frame of the boat has been already broken down to the keel, K-E-E-L. Keel means base of the ship. That means the structure, the main structure, from the main structure to the base of the ship, almost all the things had been smashed down or broken down. In fact, there was nothing holding up a whole section of the starboard hull except a few covered partitions. That means the whole section of the starboard was held together with the help of few cupboards. We have survived for 15 hours. So, they were struggling with the waves, they were struggling with the water, they wanted to save themselves, and they have survived for 15 hours since the wave hit. But wave walker would not hold together long enough for us to reach Australia. So, they are going to reach, the destination is Australia, and the sea condition was so bad that it won't enable them to reach Australia. It would be difficult for them to reach Australia by this ship named Wave Walker. I checked our charts and calculated that there were 2 small islands a few hundred kilometers to the east. Even the narrator checked the chart and calculated that there were 2 small islands a few kilometers to the east. One of them, Isle Amsterdam, was a French scientific base. So, one of the island named was Isle Amsterdam. It was a French scientific base camp, and our only hope was to reach these pinpricks in the vast ocean. So, they were trying, at first they were trying to reach Australia, but the ship won't be enable them to reach Australia because it was in a very bad condition. It was totally wrecked up by the huge wave, and now their only hope that they have to search this island, and so that they could reach this island in the vast ocean. And pinpricks in the vast ocean refers to these two islands. Why they are called pinpricks? Pinpricks means that they are very small, they are very tiny, just like the prick caused by the pins. So that's why they have compared with the pinpricks in the vast ocean. But unless the wind and seas abated, so we could hoist sail, our chances would be slim indeed. That means only if the wind and sea would be under control, they could able to hoist their sail, or they could able to move towards this island. Otherwise, it would be very difficult for them to search out this island. The great wave had put our auxiliary engine out of action. So the great wave had destroyed their auxiliary engine. On January 4th, after 36 hours of continuous pumping, we reached the last few centimeters of water. So, after 36 hours of continuous pumping on January 4th, the water was only few centimeters left to be pumped out. Now, we had only to keep pace with the water still coming in. That means they had still had to pump out the water which was there. We could not set any sail of the main mast. They could not able to set sail on the main mast. Pressure on the rigging. Rigging means the rope that supports the sail. Pressure on the rigging would simply pull the damaged section of the hull part. So we hoisted the storm jib and headed. That means they could not able to give enough pressure to the hull part of the ship, even to the rope part that would support the sail of the ship. They just hoisted the storm jib and headed towards, sailed towards the two islands they have thought for. Mary found some corned beef and crackered biscuits. That means they had their first meal in 2 days. Continuously they were struggling with the waves of the water. They wanted to save themselves, and after that, after 2 days, they had their first meal, and Mary found some corned beef and crackered biscuits to eat, and we ate our first meal in almost 2 days. So after 2 days they were just taking their food. Okay, so they were struggling with the waves, and they were now headed towards the two islands nearest to them, so that they could reach these two islands, and they did not have to face any impending disaster because the climatic condition was terrible during that time, and they could not able to face the huge waves in the southern Indian Ocean. Now tell me if you are having any problem. Any queries? Any queries? Any queries? Anyone? Any questions? Okay, so today's class is up to this. Wait for the next class to start.
Hello. Hey, class 11, first verse. Am I audible? Hello. Now, this will be the chemistry class. Now will be chemistry class. Think so? I have already discussed in the last previous class about the bonding nature, chemical bond, ionic bond and covalent bond, the characteristics of ionic compound and covalent compound. Today, I will discuss about the one of the important part of the chemical bonding, that is the shape of the molecule. How the shape of different covalent molecule is determined. Shape of the molecule, that is a covalent molecule, may be linear shape, may be planar shape, may be tetrahedral shape, may be octahedral shape, which determine the shape of the molecule. So, write the heading shape of the molecule, shape of molecule and VSEPR rule, VSEPR rule. মানে shape of the molecule is determined by VSEPR rule. What is the VSEPR rule? The full form of VSEPR is valence shell electron pair repulsion rule. Valence shell electron pair repulsion rule. This is the VSEPR rule. What is the main theme of this rule? According to the VSEPR rule, the shape of the molecule is determined by the number of electron pair around the central atom. হ্যাঁ একটা central atom আছে যার চারদিকে কতগুলো electron pair আছে, that determine the shape of the molecule. The electron pair may be bond pair, may be lone pair. Bond pair means a covalent bond is formed, and lone pair means the pair of valence electron that does not take part in bonding, that remain on the single atom, that is known as lone pair. Now, the shape of the molecule is determined by the number of electron pair around central atom. This may be bond pair, may be lone pair. Being similarly charged, the next point, the being similarly charged, all electron pair have the same charge, that is negative charge, so they repel each other. The electron pair, it may be bond pair, may be lone pair, but they repel each other. Next point, the electron pair arrange themselves around central atom in such a way so as to force of repulsion should be minimum. Because repulsion ta jodi beshi hoye jay, greater hoye jay, the compound will be very much unstable. So, electron pair around central atom arrange in such a way that force of repulsion should be minimum. So, shape of the molecule is determined by the force of repulsion. The electron pair arrange themselves around the central atom in such a manner that force of repulsion should be minimum. The force of repulsion should be minimum when the electron pair are far apart from each other. The দুটো electron pair যদি খুব কাছাকাছি থাকে, they repel each other. যদি অনেক দূরে দূরে থাকে তাহলে repulsionটা minimum. So, force of repulsion should be minimum when the electron pair are far apart from each other. Now, this force of repulsion is not same in case of bond pair and in case of lone pair. The lone pair exert greater repulsion as compared to bond pair, and the magnitude of repulsion is in this manner. LP repulsion, that is lone pair repulsion, it is greater than LP-BP repulsion, lone pair bond pair repulsion, which is greater than BP-BP repulsion, bond pair repulsion. So, lone pair repulsion is maximum and bond pair repulsion is minimum. So, these are the salient point of VSEPR theory rule. আমি আর repeat করছি, the number 1, the shape of the molecule is determined by the number of electron pair around central atom. Next point, the electron pair, that is bond pair or lone pair, being similarly charged, they repel each other. Another next point, the electron pair arrange themselves around central atom in such a way so as to minimize the force of repulsion. Fourth point, the force of repulsion should be minimum if electron pair are far apart from each other. যত দূরে দূরে থাকবে তত force of repulsion টা minimum হবে. And the last point, this repulsive magnitude of repulsive force is not same in case of lone pair and bond pair. The lone pair repulsion is maximum, and bond pair repulsion is minimum. So magnitude of repulsive force is LP greater than LP which is greater than BP. So these are the main point of valence shell electron pair repulsion theory rule. Now based on this rule we can determine the shape of the different molecule. Now first you remember the shape of the molecule is determined by the number of electron pair around central atom. So with categories the different molecule are according to the number of electron pair. First type হচ্ছে type of molecule, first type হচ্ছে AB2, that is around central atom there is 2 bond pair, 2 electron pair. Then 2 electron pair according to VSEP theory will be far apart from each other so as to force of repulsion is minimum. When they will be far apart, if they are 180, that is opposite direction, then angle will be 180 degree. This type of shape is called linear shape. So if the central atom contain 2 electron pair and both are bond pair, then shape will be linear shape and angle will be 180 degree. What are the example of the molecule? BeCl2 or MgCl2 or CO2 or C2H2 all have linear shape with the bond angle 180 degree. The next type হচ্ছে AB3, that is around central atom there are 3 electron pair and all electron pair are bond pair, AB3. Then these 3 bond pair arranged around central atom in such a way that force of repulsion should be minimum. So they will be far apart from each other, that is this angle should be 120, 360 degree. This type of shape is known as trigonal planar shape. What will be the angle? 120 degree. What is the example of this compound? The best example of the compound is BF3 or AlCl3 or BH3. এগুলো হচ্ছে তো trigonal planar shape because central atom contain 3 electron pair and all electron pair are bond pair. Now if out of 3 electron pair, if there is 2 bond pair and 1 lone pair, that is type is AB2L, 2 bond pair and 1 lone pair, then shape will be distorted from planar shape and shape will be in this manner. This is the bond pair, this is bond pair, here lone pair. You know that lone pair bond pair repulsion, here lone pair bond pair repulsion, this repulsion is greater than bond pair repulsion. So BAB angle will be less than 120 and the shape will be angular shape. Shape become angular shape or V shaped. অনেকটা V এর মতো দেখতে গেছে, V shape. Best example is SnCl2 or PbCl2, stannous chloride, which have, you know that tin have 4 valence electron. The 2 valence electron form 2 covalent bond and another 2 valence electron remain as lone pair. So SnCl2 and like BeCl2, it is not the linear shape but it is angular shape due to presence of 1 lone pair electron. The next type is AB4, that is around central atom there are 4 electron pair and all electron pair are bond pair, AB4. Then what will be the shape? Say the 4 bond pair arranged in such a tetrahedral position so that the force of repulsion is minimum. That is first 3 shape is a planar shape, that is all the bond pair are in the same plane, but in this case AB4, to reduce the force of repulsion, the 4 bond pair not in the same plane but in the 3-dimensional figure, and this shape is known as tetrahedral shape and this bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. The shape is tetrahedral shape. If so, central atom contain 4 bond pair, 4 electron pair, and all electron pair are bond pair, then shape will be tetrahedral and bond angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. What is the example? Example is CH4, SiH4, SiF4, so on. That is all 4 are bond pair. So they have tetrahedral shape. Now out of 4 bond pair, if there is 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair, that is there is 4 electron pair around central atom, but 3 is bond pair and 1 is lone pair, then shape will be distorted from tetrahedral behavior. What will be the shape? Say this is A, this is B, 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 and here is lone pair. Due to greater lone pair bond pair repulsion, this angle will be less. In case of ammonia, if you consider the 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair, this angle will be 107 degree, and this shape is known as pyramidal shape. So pyramidal shape is a distorted tetrahedral shape, where there is 4 out of 4 electron pair, there is 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair. This is known as pyramidal shape. Example ammonia, another example PCl3 or PH3 or NCl3 and so on. They have tetrahedral, pyramidal or distorted tetrahedral shape. This type known as AB3L, that is central atom contain 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair. Now there are 4 electron pair, but central atom, around central atom there is only 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair. Then what will be the shape? So next type is AB2L2, that is there is 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair around central atom. What will be the shape? The shape will be V shaped. Say this is A, here B, here B, here 1 lone pair, here 1 lone pair. This is the lone pair. Now lone pair repulsion is greater than bond pair repulsion. So this angle become much less as compared to 109 degree 28 minutes. If you consider water molecule have 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair. In case of water molecule, the angle become 104.5 degree. If you consider the H2S molecule, the sulfur atom have 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair. Angle further decrease become 92 degree. This type of shape is known as V shaped or bend shape. So water molecule have the bend shape. You must remember that water molecule has a particular shape. When you take the liquid water, it has no shape, but individual water molecule have the bend shape or V shape due to presence of 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair, and angle become 104.5 degree. So this is the central atom contain 4 electron pair. Out of 4 electron pair, 2 is bond pair and 2 is lone pair. Now another type, central atom contain 5 electron pair. Say AB5, central atom contain 5 electron pair and all electron pair are the bond pair. Then what will be shape? The ideal shape will be, say this is A. This A belongs in a plane. This is a plane. The vertex of the triangle form 3 bond B, 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 and above the plane and below the plane there is another 2 bond. This type of bond is known as, shape is known as trigonal bipyramidal shape. Trigonal bipyramidal shape. So this shape is known as trigonal bipyramidal shape, and this three angle which form with the vertex of the triangle is known as equatorial bond, and this two bond is known as axial bond. The axial bond make an angle 90 degree with the plane, and this angle are 120 degree. That is, in trigonal bipyramidal shape there is 2 types of angle. One angle is 120 degree, 3 angle 120 degree and 2 angle is 90 degree. and the axial bond, here you must remember, in this type of shell, the axial bond is slightly longer than equatorial bond, because axial bond experience more repulsion than equatorial bond. So, axial bond is always longer than equatorial bond. This type of shape is called trigonal bipyramidal shape. The best example of this molecule is PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride, PA5, ASCl5, so on. It was a trigonal bipyramidal shape, that is central atom contain 5 electron pair and all electron pair are bond pair. Now, next type, the central atom contain 5 electron pair, but 4 are bond pair and 1 is lone pair. What will be type? AB4L. Central atom contain 5 electron pair, but out of 5 electron pair, 4 electron pair are bond pair and 1 electron pair is a lone pair, that is AB4L. Then the what will be shape? This is the trigonal bipyramidal shape. Now here B, here B, here B, here B, here L, one lone pair. This type of shape is known as seesaw shape. You must remember this name, seesaw shape. Best example is SF4. SF4, you know, sulfur have 6 valence electron. Out of 6 valence electron, 4 electron form 4 covalent bond and another 2 electron remain as lone pair. So, SF4 have the 4 bond pair and 1 lone pair, and shape is seesaw structure. Now, next type, if the central atom contain 5 electron pair, but 3 is bond pair and 2 is lone pair. Out of 5 electron pair, 3 electron pair as bond pair and 2 electron pair as lone pair. What will be the shape? The shape will be, say A, this is the trigonal bipyramidal shape, the 3 is the bond pair and 2 equatorial position remain as lone pair. This looks like T shape. This is called T shaped. T shaped. This what is the best example of this molecule is ICl3 or IF3. These are T shaped. ICl3 or IF3, T shaped. Now, if central atom contain 5 electron pair, but 2 bond pair and 3 lone pair, 2 is bond pair and 3 is lone pair, then what will be shape? Say A, this is the trigonal bipyramidal shape. Now, all 3 equatorial position have lone pair and 2 have bond pair. The shape looks like linear shape. Angle is 180 degree and it is a linear shape. So, if the central atom contain 5 electron pair, but out of 5 electron pair there is 3 electron pair is a lone pair and 2 electron pair is a bond pair, the shape will be linear. The best example HCF2 or I3 minus or ICl2 minus, all have 2 bond pair and 3 lone pair and the linear shape. So, these are the different types of example of the 5 electron pair. If central atom contain 5 electron pair and all are bond pair, the shape will be trigonal bipyramidal. Out of 5 electron pair, if 4 is bond pair, 1 is lone pair, shape will be seesaw. If 3 is bond pair and 2 is lone pair, shape will be T-shaped. And if 2 is bond pair and 3 is lone pair, shape will be linear. The next type is central atom when contain 6 electron pair, that is AB6, that is central atom contains 6 electron pair and all electron pair are the bond pair, ideal shape. When all are bond pair, then the shape is called ideal shape. Say A, there is a rectangle, at the vertex of rectangle there is 4 bond and perpendicular to rectangle there is another 2 bond. This type of shape is known as octahedral shape. Octahedral shape. So, if the central atom contains 6 electron pair and all are bond pair, then the ideal shape is octahedral. Here the angle is 90 and this angle is 90. So, all angle are 90 degree. Octahedral shape. What is the example? The best example is SF6, sulfur hexafluoride. This, or you can write ACF6. ACF6. The next type of shape is if there is one lone pair, say AB5L, that is there is 6 electron pair, but out of 6 electron pair, 5 is bond pair and 1 is lone pair. 5 electron pair is a bond pair and 1 electron pair is a lone pair. What will be shape? Say A, this is the octahedral shape. Now this is 5, A, B, 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 and at the top there is a lone pair. This is known as square pyramidal shape. This type of shape is known as square pyramidal shape. The example is IF5 or ICL5, and it's a best example of square planar shape. That is 5 bond pair and 1 lone pair. If out of 6 electron pair there is 4 bond pair and 2 lone pair. Here 5 bond pair, 1 lone pair. Now 4 bond pair and 2 lone pair. What will be shape? A, here lone pair, here also lone pair, 2 lone pair, and these are the bond pair. This type of shape is known as square planar shape. Square planar. Best example XCF4, XCF4 or IF4 minus, IF4 minus. These are the molecule where there is 4 bond pair and 2 lone pair around central atom. So shape will be square planar shape. Now এটা হচ্ছে AB6 এর different types, that is central atom contains 6 electron pair. Now last one, if central atom contains 7 electron pair and all are bond pair, what will be shape? 7 electron pair, then there will be a pentagon. At the vertex there will be 5 vertex of pentagon. There is one bond, B, 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 and this B. This angle are 72 and this angle are 90 degree. This shape is known as pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagonal bipyramidal shape. Only there is one example, that is IF7, iodine heptafluoride, where the iodine atom at the center of the pentagon and 7 fluorine atom. Out of 7 fluorine atom, 5 form the covalent bond with the vertex of the pentagon and 2 fluorine bond, when IF bond perpendicular to the pentagon, and the shape is known as pentagonal bipyramidal. Now last one, if the out of 7 electron pair, 6 bond pair and 1 is lone pair, what will be the shape? Then the shape not will be pentagonal, but it is converted to octahedral. This is type the shape. 6 bond pair, B, 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 and there will be 1 lone pair. This shape is known as distorted octahedral shape. Distorted octahedral. Distorted octahedral shape. The only one example, XCF6, xenon hexafluoride, where there is 6 bond pair and 1 lone pair, and the shape is known as distorted octahedral shape. So these are the different shapes of the molecule, and you remember, you see that depending upon the number of electron pair around the central atom, shape of the molecule gradually change, either linear or planar or tetrahedral or pentagonal or octahedral and so on. The bond pair or lone pair arrange themselves around the central atom in such a way that the force of repulsion should be minimum. You must remember this whole chart, that the ideal shape means when there is no lone pair, and the distorted shape means when there is bond pair, lone pair as well as bond pair. You must remember this, follow the chart, because this is very important, not only for class 11, it is essential for class 12. Hello student, any question regarding this part? Hello? Any question regarding this part? देखो 12 पाइन ढुकेছে So now the next point, our discussion, this is the shape of the molecule and VSEPR theory. The next point of discussion very important, that is dipole moment. Dipole moment. Now what is dipole moment? Before going to dipole moment, you have already informed in class 10 that covalent bond are of two types. One is called polar covalent bond, another is called non-polar covalent bond. Say A and B, they have almost same electronegativity. That is, electronegativity difference between A and B are negligible. If they form a covalent bond by mutual sharing of electron, then this shared electron pair is equally distributed between A and B, and there will be no partial charge separation because both have same electronegativity. This type of covalent bond is called known as non-polar covalent bond. Non-polar covalent bond. What is non-polar covalent bond? When two elements form a covalent bond by mutual sharing of electron, if the shared electron pair is equally distributed between two bonded atoms and there will be no charge separation, then the bond is called non-polar covalent bond. Now consider A and B. Say B is more electronegative than A, that is, electronegativity of B is much greater than A. Then shared electron pair will be shifted towards a B, and due to greater electron density around B, it acquire partial negative charge and A acquire partial positive charge. This type of covalent bond where shared electron pair is unequally distributed between two bonded pair and there is partial charge separation take place, that is called polar covalent bond. So polar covalent bond arises due to electronegativity difference between two bonded atoms. Greater the electronegativity difference between two bonded atoms, greater will be the polarity of the bond. Now consider there is a polar covalent bond. Now here a partial negative charge develop, we call it minus E. So here equal amount of partial positive charge develop, we call it plus E. Let the bond length L equal to bond length between A and B. Now this E must be less than charge of electron, because complete transfer of electron does not take place, only partial transfer of electron take place. So this partial transfer E, either plus E or minus E, that must be less than charge of electron. Now this product of E into L, that is known as mu, the dipole moment. So dipole moment is associated with the polar covalent bond. It is the product of any one of the charge and distance between the two opposite charge in a polar covalent molecule is known as dipole moment. The distance of any one of the charge and it is the product of any one of the charge, either positive or negative, because their magnitude are same, and the distance between two charge separation, that is known as dipole moment. So dipole moment is associated only with the polar covalent molecule. In non-polar covalent molecule, there will be no dipole moment. Here you remember that dipole moment is a vector quantity. That is, it has magnitude as well as direction. The magnitude is E into L, or what will be direction? Towards more electronegative element. The dipole moment is always towards more electronegative element. The direction of dipole moment towards more electronegative element. Now what will be the unit of dipole moment? What will be unit of dipole moment? The unit of dipole moment is called dBy. dBy, D-E-B-Y-E, dBy. What is dBy? Say charge of electron. What is the charge of electron? একটা ইলেকট্রনের চার্জ হচ্ছে 4.8 into 10 to the power minus 10 ESU, electrostatic unit. A length of the electron is measured in types of 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. That is bond length. So charge will be less than this. So we consider the charge of the order of 10 to the power minus 10 ESU, a length of the order of 10 to the power minus 8 centimeter. So that is equal to 10 to the power minus 18 ESU centimeter. That is called 1 dBy. So 1 dBy equal to 10 to the power minus 18 ESU centimeter. ESU means electrostatic unit, in which the charge of electron is measured. So dipole moment is a vector quantity. Its direction is always towards more electronegative element and unit is dY. Now since it is vector quantity, say one of the dipole moment is mu1, another dipole moment is mu2, and they makes an angle theta. Then what will be resultant dipole moment of these two dipole moment? The resultant dipole moment go according to parallelogram theory of vector addition. It will be along the diagonal of the parallelogram, and its value will be mu equal to, you must remember this formula, mu equal to mu1 square plus mu2 square plus 2 mu1 mu2 cos theta. Theta is the angle between two dipole moment. So by using this formula we can calculate the resultant of dipole moment of any molecule. Now dipole moment have very important practical application. So the dipole moment, with the help of dipole moment we can say whether the molecule is polar or non-polar. The কোনো একটা dipole moment হচ্ছে experimental value. Experimentally we can determine the dipole moment. এবার যদি কোনো একটা molecule যদি dipole momentটা 0 হয় তাহলে non-polar. Dipole moment have some value তাহলে polar. তাহলে whether the molecule is polar or non-polar, that can be determined from dipole moment value. এবার ধর কোনো একটা molecule dipole moment থেকে we can determine the shape of the molecule. For SO2 is a bend shape, CO2 is a linear shape, that can be obtained from dipole moment value. With the help of dipole moment we can explain the degree of polarity, or we can explain whether the molecule exists in the cis form or trans form, a geometrical isomerism. The different application of dipole moment that will be discussed in the next class. Today you only remember that dipole moment is a vector quantity. It is determined by the product of any one of the charge and distance between two charge in a polar covalent molecule, and unit is dy. 1 dy equal to 10 to the power minus 18 ESU centimeter. Dipole moment is associated only for polar covalent molecule, that is polar covalent bond. If the bond is non-polar, there will be no partial separation, so there will be no dipole moment. The importance of dipole moment should be must be discussed in the next class. So today you remember only the very important, that is the shape of the molecule, or ideal shape as well as the distorted shape when lone pair is present. Hello student, any question regarding this part? Your bonding chapter is very much large chapter. So many things are left. In the next class I will discuss about the importance of dipole moment. Then I have to discuss the Fajans rule, that is dipole moment means the covalent compound contains some ionic character. Similarly ionic compound also contains some covalent character. তারপর হচ্ছে তো valence bond theory, the covalent bond are two types, sigma bond and pi bond. Next হচ্ছে hybridization, and next হচ্ছে hydrogen bonding. So there will be another at least 3 class to complete this chemical bonding. Very important chapter, you must remember this chapter because whole inorganic chemistry based on this concept. Any problem? If any problem regarding this part? Hello? No problem. Okay, so you must study the NCERT book, and in the last class I also told that you must buy a reference book. The reference book either the Koldani publisher Comprehensive Chemistry, or the Pradip publication, or the Koldani publisher KL Chuk, or Lokhi publication Comprehensive Chemistry, or Pradip publication. You can buy any one of the reference book for CBSE syllabus. So these are the all India reference book, very important reference book, either Koldani publication or Lokhi publication or Pradip publication. You can buy any one of the book, but NCERT books is essential. This is very much important book for your syllabus. Okay.